your kingdom here. Let the darkness fear. Show your mighty hand. Heal our streets.
All right, welcome to day 9 of the Great Commission Challenge. Yesterday we talked about compassion and how being compassionate can help you in reaching out to your neighbors, your friends, your loved ones. Showing a little bit of a compassion will go a long way. It'll also help you in reaching out to strangers, just simply by being compassionate. Today I want to talk to you about a few compassion busters. I actually have 3 things that I want you to think about as you look to be more compassionate. First thing is where you just live your life. It's been said compassion breeds compassion. If you live in a compassionate, loving home, then it's going to breed compassion. Love produces love, mercy. A merciful environment fosters a merciful environment. And so if you live in that environment, it'll certainly be much easier for you to show compassion to others. But also, contempt brings contempt. Anger produces anger. Hatred feeds hatred. And so if that's where you are, if that's where you live, it might be a little bit harder for you to show compassion. Maybe some of you feel like the place where you work, it is hard to show compassion at work. Your job could be very cutthroat, and you kind of leave your heart at the door when you walk in, and sometimes maybe you forget to pick it back up when you go home or back out into the world. And so these are things to think about. Are you going to be compassionate? Are you going to live your life for Christ? Another thing that may make compassion more difficult, another compassion buster, if you will, is how you live. Maybe you're not showing good compassion because of your unhealthy pace at life. We are working more hours than ever before. We are running and coming and going and there. And everything happens just so fast between work and kids and church and sports and, band practice or, whatever it is that your family is involved in. Some people are you're not able to show compassion. You're not able to allow that person to merge in front of you. You're blaring on the horn, you're yelling because you've got to be somewhere, and your pace of life has just become so unhealthy that it becomes increasingly difficult for you to show compassion. So an unhealthy pace of life equals low compassion. Another thing is how you give. Now, this may affect fewer people, but sometimes excessive caregiving can lead to a compassion overdose, and you've just helped until you got burnt out. Many times people that are caregivers for those that cannot care for themselves, sometimes they just need a break. They're burnt out. When they're done with their job for today, their compassion limit has been reached, and they're not able to show compassion any longer. You've given and you've helped and you've showed compassion until you just burn out. And so that's another thing to be careful of, because especially those that live in care facilities, when you come home, there's still a certain amount of compassion that you want to show to your family. When you go to the grocery store, you want to show compassion. When you come across somebody that's in need, you want to be compassionate. So today, the challenge is to raise your compassion quotient. I want you to, this week, think of somebody that you can help solely for their benefit. And then what I want you to do is to let me know about it. Let me know how you are fulfilling this challenge. And as we help others, remember, it's going to give us an opportunity and a platform to share with them the message of Jesus Christ. Well, thank you guys for meeting with me here today for another session of the Great Commission Challenge. I'll see you guys tomorrow.